Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Honorable, our judges today, teachers, and all participants. My name is Fadhillah. I'm from Imam An-Nawawi, Generasi Pekanbaru. And right now, I want to give you a wonderful story about a superwoman, Zunairah Al-Rumiyah. Once upon a time, there is one girl. She is one of the companions of the Prophet Muhammad SAW. Her name is Zunairah. Not many people know the name Zunairah. This Sahabiah came from among the slaves. As a slave, she is freely traded at any time by her boss. She is a very strong figure in her faith. When embracing Islam, her status was a slave of Abu Jahl. Therefore, she secretly followed the da'wah and implemented the teachings of the Prophet Muhammad SAW. It is conceivable that Abu Jahl would be very angry if he found out that one of his slaves is following his enemy teachings. Unfortunately, tightly kept the secret finally found out as well. Indeed, the polytheists were very angry. He ordered his subordinate to immediately bring Zunairah. When Zunairah faced him, Abu Jahl slapped her without further ado. "Is it true you have converted to Islam?" shouted Abu Jahl. Zunairah was silent. Abu Jahl repeated his question. Calmly and steadily, she replied, "That's right. I only believe in the call of the Prophet Muhammad SAW. Therefore, I follow his teachings." As was to be expected, the answer from Zunairah drew the anger of Abu Jahl. Not only cursing, his big hand was again thrown to Zunairah's face. He even kicked his slave until she fell to the ground. Zunairah was brutally tortured. This weak woman endured the pain, but remained strong. Further torture brought this young slave into the field. In the fast land, Abu Jahl again and again beat her, who was already weak. He hit almost all over her body. The fatal one was when Abu Jahl's punch was aimed at Zunairah's eye. In an instant, blood flowed, making her sight darken. Abu Jahl laughed out loud. "Ha ha 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 ha! Your eyes have become blind not because of my hand, but because you converted to Islam. If you return worshipping Lata and Uzza, you will surely be cured." Abu Jahl's chatter even made Zunairah more convinced of the truth of Islam. However, she already disappointed on Abu Jahl's insult to the Prophet Muhammad SAW. She loudly said, "You are all liars and immorals. The idols of Lata and Uzza in worship will not be able to do anything, let alone benefit you." The word from Zunairah made Abu Jahl think for a moment. However, he already ashamed of his action. "Aren't you afraid that Lata and Uzza are angry with you?" Zunairah was increasingly dared to challenge her master. "Oh, Abu Jahl, actually, your ancestors were blind, blinder than my eyes. Even though my eyes are blind, Allah will not find it difficult to restore them to life, unlike your gods, Lata and Uzza, which can do nothing." Zunairah's torture stopped when the sun went down. She was told to return to her employer's house. In the dark, she never stopped praying for Allah's help. Suddenly, the power of God came. Allah granted Zunairah's wish. It was miraculous. When she opened her eyes, it was bright again. She could see as before. And severe wounds all over her body immediately healed. Zunairah was endlessly grateful to Allah. She even more and more confident in the teachings of the Prophet Muhammad SAW. Even though that one day her master would torture her again. Sure enough, in the morning, Abu Jahl called Zunairah again. He was very shocked when he see his slave's face was very smooth, radiant. Blind eyes could see again, and without the slightest trace of torture. "Zunairah, what are you doing to your face? Yesterday you were blind, and now you can see. It must be magic for Muhammad, because he's a witch. Abu Jahl said curiously. Zunarah assured that it was Allah SWT who had protected and healed all her wounds and kept her from blindness. Only Allah can make human healthy, alive, dead, and much more. Meanwhile, Muhammad was only an ordinary human being, only a messenger of Allah. When Abu Jahl was about to torture Zunarah again, Abu Bakr came. The companion of the Prophet Muhammad SAW asked Abu Jahl to free his captive. Abu Bakr will redeem the price of the purchased slave. Then Abu Jahl handed Zunarah to Abu Bakr, who then released her. So, the moral of the story that I have conveyed to you just now is, we must remain in the way of Allah SWT, even though we were in a bad or wanted state. Believe that we were being tested in faith by Allah SWT, and we must always trust, remember, and ask for help only to Allah SWT. Thank you very much for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.